You're engaging in the ELA Guidebooks Unit Fever, 1793. The purpose of this video is to learn more about what yellow fever is and how it impacted the city of Philadelphia in 1793. This will help you better understand Maddie's experiences as the disease impacts her family in the novel. Be sure to have your handout available and something to write with for the video. Yellow fever is an epidemic-prone, mosquito-borne disease that is transmitted to humans by the bites of infected mosquitoes. These mosquitoes breed around houses, in forests or jungles, or in both habitats. Yellow fever is a high-threat disease with risk of international spread, which represents a potential threat to global health security. Most people do not experience symptoms. Common symptoms include fever, muscle pain, headache, loss of appetite, nausea, or vomiting. In most cases, symptoms disappear after 3 to 4 days. A small percentage of patients enter a second, more toxic phase within 24 hours of recovering from initial symptoms. High fever returns and severe body systems are affected, usually the liver and the kidneys. In this phase, people are likely to develop jaundice, yellowing of the skin and eyes, dark urine, and abdominal pain with vomiting. Half of the patients who enter the toxic phase die within 7 to 10 days. There is no medicine to treat or cure infection. To prevent getting yellow fever, use insect repellent and wear long-sleeve shirts and long pants. Now you're ready to answer the question, what is yellow fever? Pause this video to record your answers on your handout at the first stop sign, then hit play when you're ready to continue. Let's review. Yellow fever is an epidemic-prone, mosquito-borne disease that is transmitted to humans by the bites of infected mosquitoes. There is no medicine to treat or cure infection. Philadelphia proved an ideal climate for the spread of yellow fever in the summer of 1793. Almost all of the city's population lived within a 2.5 square mile area along the Delaware River, providing mosquitoes with plentiful water in which to breed and a closely packed population which mosquitoes could feast upon. Philadelphia had also experienced a mild winter and what many residents considered the hottest summer in recent memory. This left behind dried up streams and stagnant puddles where mosquitoes thrived. Many historians believe the yellow fever likely arrived in July from one of the ships bearing refugees from Saint-Domingue, where yellow fever was endemic, though the virus could have been transported from elsewhere. A disease outbreak is endemic when it is consistently present but limited to a particular region. As the largest urban center and busiest port in the United States, Philadelphia welcomed ships year-round that stopped at yellow fever hotbeds around the Atlantic. While no Philadelphians identified mosquitoes as the source of the fever, some in the city noted the high number of mosquitoes during the epidemic. As newspapers published reports and warnings about the fever, fear quickly spread among the city's inhabitants. Thousands abandoned Philadelphia during the final week of August, most of them the city's wealthy who owned homes in the countryside. By the end of the epidemic, over 20,000 Philadelphians had fled, many choosing to find refuge in towns surrounding the city. Of those who remained in the city, over 5,000 of the city's 50,000 inhabitants died from the disease. 7 out of 8 victims belonged to Philadelphia's working class. Impoverished servants and laborers unable to afford the proper medical care abandoned their jobs and left the city or quarantined themselves. Now you're ready to answer the question, what contributed to the spread of yellow fever in Philadelphia in 1793? Pause this video to record your answers on your handout at the second stop sign. Then hit play when you're ready to continue. Let's review. Philadelphia experienced a mild winter in what many residents considered the hottest summer in recent memory. You could have also mentioned that yellow fever arrived from ships bearing refugees from Saint-Domingue, where yellow fever was endemic. The yellow fever epidemic of 1793 was the first and deadliest outbreak in a series of yellow fever epidemics that forced Americans in and outside of Philadelphia to rethink how United States citizens responded to the disease. You will use this new knowledge as you engage in the ELA Guidebooks Unit Fever, 1793. When you finish this video, be sure to turn in your completed handout to your teacher.